Oh my, weirdly housebroken Christmas tree. How I wish for a really buff-looking Optimus Prime. Ooh! Way back in Generation 1, Optimus Prime had reused the same classic flat-nosed truck mold consistently. Eventually, a new figure would have to break that trend, and so the Powermaster version came into play. The original figure released in 1988 and featured a Powermaster gimmick, little figures that would convert as part of the bot and would allow the transformation to be unlocked. Now with Titans Returns, that has been redesigned and taken out for the modern Generation series. Like a bunch of Titans Returns toys, why keep the primary Powermaster gimmick when you could push a line-wide gimmick with Apex? Folds up, ports with the head, same stuff we've seen before, though I think it's nice they made it look like Orion Pax. So Powermaster Prime clearly has some changes. It seems more angled off compared to the more squared and traditional design, but I think it fits its hefty, tough, and serious vibe, especially since it's using parts from the Combiner Wars Ultra Magnus. It even has a little guy for it. Now this is not the God January version, to be honest, I was fine enough getting this. Also the feet look weird to me. The front cover of the cab has been changed to show this greatly oversized grille like a powerful ram, and the thin windows give it a sinister look. I know it's not the face, but I feel judged. The entire truck turns with the trailer, but is connected with the screw-in cap. You can screw it off, but I don't see the point in doing this. It's not like you get a whole new figure from the cab. You can open it and with the tab connect the Titan Master. Or with some leaders, you can keep it in the helmet without affecting the transformation. Most of the figure runs through the trailer. Originally with Magnus, you can store Deluxe. While you can open the back, the chest sticking out sort of prevents this. At least the top still works, and I'm sure you could find something to store. Perhaps we could return Pepsi Prime to its former glory. I love the texture on the side along with the iconic blue and white stripe. This tone of gray used has a much more aged look, and while it's got more complex and chunkier designs, especially near the front or above the wheel frame, all the panels seem to clean up pretty well. Mind the gaps once in a while. There's tons of Titan Master ports on the cab and trailer. There's blasters on top, and the twin cannons can plug onto the sides. The Magnus guns can add to the sides or slap on top of the trailer, assuming you don't want to carry a car. Oh look, you can have Titan Masters on the side like Spider-Man or some zombie horror film. Boobies. Well, this seems like a good recreation of the character so far, but Titans Returns leaders had more going on than just this. Most of them can turn into base modes. So it's fine, I guess. I mean, it does what it needs to do. I like the amount of space it offers with the twin cannons the Titan Masters can use on the sides. I don't mind the towers, and it really presents all the gray to fit in with the city, just with an overly detailed barrier up front. There are multiple Titan Master ports that start to make more sense. The other guns can store on the side, and you can adjust the panels with the leg joints, which is good because clipping bases from the back point here isn't always the best place for it. Just don't forget to lock in the cab and fold out the stand. So far, not a bad cab in trailer form. I get the old representation of the original toy with a few changes by design. The base mode is more of a halfway point to the conversion, but it's easily ignored or fine as is. Robot mode, with the Titan Master inside the helmet that covers it, the Powermaster Optimus Prime is complete. Well, unless you got the Takara version with the Apex armor. I know some people aren't into the gray and prefer updates closer to the original, but for a Magnus remold, I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. Some of the joints could be tighter, even the feet, but I like how powerful he looks. We've been getting some different versions of Prime as of recently, but before this, it was the same G1 cab over and over again with some small exceptions. This is sort of the same era, but I'm glad they went with a different direction. The silver acts like the Powermaster has become involved with him, and the classic colors are there even if they feel slapped on. Most of the gray sits on the back. I swear he could hide against a wall. I would prefer blue hands, but I got this on a good deal. I'm not gonna complain too much. I do like the Autobot symbols on the back though. I think the arms and legs could use more paint to break it up. The head's pretty good, just a chunkier version of Optimus Prime with the helmet overlapping the Orion face. I will say, again, because of this, the Titan Master gimmick is rendered useless. Did someone say articulation? Head rotation, shoulders out and in, forward to back rotation below, elbow bend, fingers move, hips out and in, forward to back rotation below, knee bend, and double foot joint. The figure looks fine, but it's pretty clunky to work with. It's also somewhat limited compared to figures now, but this was the standard at the time. These panels and the arms move, and the fingers are just a Magnus carryover. Let's take a look at the accessories. There's two matching double turrets with a seat for a Titan Master to sit. These typically sit on the shoulders. There's also two various rifles, again from Magnus, that can be held specifically in the hands. They do have at least one 5mm port to work with, and technically you can combine each weapon to form this super mega rifle. The panels behind it won't let you do the hammer thing. Looks good with Darkwing. For some reason I wrote Breadwind, and Double Dealer. But I'll ask, where's the burning version? I want my Super Saiyan Powermaster Prime. So how do I explain this? Because this is a Prime long forgotten and was made better by Takara. I think if you want to try the mold without going all out like me, then perhaps this is a good purchase, especially considering how little they've made from the Powermaster Prime. It's not for everyone, I will acknowledge that, but if you like what you see with this chunky Prime, you'll probably not mind it. I like it, I'll say that. Also, it's an older leader class toy, so you know the size is good. Master the ultimate power of being bland.
Allspark TV, now that's just Prime.